This is Sandy with Needs a Ribbon, coming to you with an edition of Let's Kit Together, where you can bring the featured kit or a kit of your choice or work on a craft of your choice, and it's some craft time together. And tonight I am doing the April 2024 paper pumpkin entitled Delicate Wings. And I'm going to go ahead and open her up. And so our spot is a basic gray. Spot is a basic gray. God, it feels like forever since I've done a paper pumpkin, and I know it hasn't, but it just feels like it. So, ooh, that's pretty. Do I have anything? I don't know if that helps. We have a butterfly, a half butterfly, some little speckledy dots, and 4 greetings. Sending, okay, 3 greetings. Sending lovely thoughts your way in 2 different scripts. Everything will be okay in 2 different fonts. Surrounding you with love in 2 different. That's not that easy to see, is it? I don't know. I really should bring some black paper or something sometime. Actually, about that. Maybe that's better. Is that easier to make it easier to see? Okay. Great stamp set. It's beautiful, delicate wings. So obviously butterfly themed, flutterby themed. And yes, I saved the tissue paper, and I actually do use it for various things. I'm going to put my box aside and bring over my kit. I have not, whoa, that's pretty. I had not peeked at this at all. I'm obviously, by my reaction, that is the true story. Wow, that's okay. So let's go ahead and open up our instructions. That's always where I started Let's Kit Together, is pulling out the instructions. And remember, this is a paper pumpkin quip, the April 2024, if you're just joining me. Flip it over. So I'm going to guess it makes 3 each of 3 card styles. Beautiful envelopes. So what are the colors in the kit? They are basic beige, our new basic beige. Basic gray, Lost Lagoon, Moody Mauve, and Champagne. Ooh, really pretty color combos. And then there's this additional, I think this is the one, additional little die that you could buy that goes with it that will cut out the butterflies. Did I grab the right one? Yes, I did. Oh, that's so cool. I like that shape. That hexagon, the elongated hexagon, and the butterfly, that's a 2-piece butterfly, one that cuts out the details and one that cuts out the outline. And a nice crisp things. That will be cool. That's a great addition to your kit that you can purchase. And that item number is 164397, or if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you can order Thanks and Beyond dies. I'm not sure if it's still available. I did not check today. I think it is, though. Okay, let's go ahead and open up. So just a reminder, Paper Pumpkin's only in North America, so we use imperial measurements. So I use my grid paper, but we have the imperial measurements along one side if there's any ribbon. I'm not seeing any ribbon though. So this is how we break down our kit. Oh, and that's right. The kits are now, I keep forgetting, including this little image sheet, which is great. So we'll put that with that. Okay, so there's how you can see the stamp set. Goodness. Goodness, Sandra. Goodness. So We have glue dots and dimensionals and tear and tape. Wow. Well, let's hit them all. And beautiful basic beige, and I assume that they mean not gold but champagne. Wow, look at that. Those are pretty. And if you're new around here, if you're not new around here, what am I going to suggest with these? Maybe take a few of them, send your card in a regular envelope, and cut that off and use that as an element on a card or another project. Ooh, Lost Lagoon and Champagne. That is pretty. That would be really pretty for Christmas too. Just thinking ahead. So we're going to make one of each card. So 3 cards tonight. I'm going to grab one of these card bases. God, they're beautiful. Kind of having a squirrel, oh shiny moment. Ooh, I like that. Really kind of like that. Okay, so we have a 1962 desperately needs demo day kitchen. This is exactly our countertops. That is exactly our countertops. Just funny. Got some elements. Ooh, basic gray and champagne. Okay, I'm like lost and not the midst of time, but okay, so I'm gonna make my piles because that's when we open up our instructions. That's the first thing we see is what goes with what. So we have our basic gray one. Number 2 is the countertop one, I'll call it. Yeah. Number 3. Okay, so first one, we need one of these sheets, and I'm trying to not peek ahead, but I'm trying to figure out what is getting stamped on and what isn't, so I can figure out what has to be punched out and what doesn't. So we only need that. We need one of these for our card 1. That's really pretty. More basic beige countertop. It's beautiful. I'm poking fun at my kitchen more than anything. And we need one of these for card 3. And card 2, we need one of these. Card 1, we're done. Card 2, we need one of those. We need one of these champagne foil ones. Yeah, they're beautiful. And oh, okay, hold on. These are different. Yep, this is the correct one that goes with number 2. It's got the kind of black in the middle there. There's some differences, and then we need one of these little sideways guys. And we need one of these. I'm just going to go ahead and punch it out. Banners, and then we need this funky 4-sided shaped oblong thing for card 3. And a bunch of butterflies, which I'll wait on. Okay, cool. So pile 1 should look like this. Just 3 pieces. Pile 2, whoops, I forgot to separate these out. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 pieces plus the card base. And card 3 only has this for now. We'll punch out the butterflies when we get there. Okay? Super. We've got our piles. We've got a rhythm. And I guess what? I am avoiding opening this. I have not opened this yet. Yeah. Fool me once, stab me now. Y'all know how much I love opening these. All I'm doing is rubbing off the time that I was getting down there. Fine, we'll try from the other side. And could someone please share if they figured out an easier way to open these? It really is my love putting these kits together, but this is the least favorite part of my week. And it feels like they've got some new kind of sticker on them with a little bit more of a coating, so it's harder to get through. Okay, that's fine. I go ahead and cut that off. And cut off the cover because it's easier to work with. I used to leave them on, but honestly, it's easier to work with. So let's turn to the instructions for card 1. Put aside our adhesive, all our goopity goop. Technical terms, goopity goop. So step 1, we need our champagne foil paper. Ooh, is that smooth? And we're going to okay. So it's not cut all the way through, but we need to, there's a little bit of scoring. We need to, well, you still can. Okay, I see. We're going to flip it over. So we need these 2 pieces. We're going to flip our champagne foil upside down, and it says we put in 6 dimensionals. That's what those open hexagon shapes are. 6 dimensionals on the back of the champagne foil. 1, 2. And remember, it makes 3 of each card, so you'll just have to repeat these steps 3 times. So we've done that, and now we need to grab our tear and tape and put that. Tear and tape is awesome. You don't need it in your craft stash, but it really is helpful because you don't need scissors. You can just tear. I know some people actually just use that for cards because you don't need scissors. It's just fast. You just tear. The adhesive is plenty strong. Okay, so we've done step 1. We put adhesive on the back of those pieces. So step 2, we flip over our champagne foil, and I'm button. This is why I have my kit togethers, because no words. And line that up. And this one's already, that is the one reason I do like glue on occasion, is you get a little playtime. Because this is foil, I can remove it. But yeah, you want to make sure that you are square. And now this is curling. Have fun with adhesive. Come to my let's get together. We want to make sure that this square is pretty good. Pretty good. Not entirely perfect, but pretty good. It is just pretty though. Okay, so tools that you generally need for kits are well, with the paper pumpkin, whatever starter block, I use one of our regular blocks because whatever I had for a starter block back in 2013 is gone. So I just use a regular block. You can buy, yeah. Anyway, so you need a block, scissor, and a bone folder. It's really all you need. And you don't really need the bone folder, but you will need a block if the kit has stamping in it, which Paper Pumpkin always does. I don't know if I've seen a Paper Pumpkin kit without it. And you know my rule, fold outside in, so fold the outsides together, I'm going to do that again because I don't want to really rub much on that outside. I don't want to ruin that foil. That's pretty. And so which way is up? Ah, because it could be this way, this way. So this is, according to their picture, that is up. That particular element is the top. The fold is on the left. Okay, so now, wow, this card's almost done. Okay, so now we need to flip this over and remove our dimensionals. Wow, this is just a really, I say that every time, don't I? I'm not a broken record. I really am not. I really do like these kits, and they're fun. And sometimes it's nice to have a creative break from planning your own projects. Okay, so we want to center this on the front. So you get about a 1/4 inch border on either side and about 3/4 top and bottom. Like that. Oh, isn't that just beautiful? So that's card 1. Card 2. Ooh, I see some tearing tape. I see some tearing tape action. So, and normally I do stamping first, but this kit doesn't look like it came with a great stamp set, but it doesn't look like we use it a lot. So everything will be okay. So we need to mount that stamp set, or that stamp. Not that stamp set, stamp. And this is why I like to use grid paper. There are lots of ways to line that up and then prep your stamp because it's a brand new photopolymer. No sticky. Perfect. Perfect. So we are going to stamp on our little basic beige and champagne foil lined arrow-like thing. Technical term, arrow-like thing. Sure we get that completely inked. Okay is not looking okay. I guess it is. Everything will be okay. I like that. That could be good for a lot of things. Okay. And I will put this on the top of my little cover sheet, and I do wash them after class. I'll put that aside. So we've done our stamping in step 1. Step 2, we get to play with some tearing tape. Because that's the white side up, we take and flip our basic beige and gold foil item upside down. And we get a mess with some tearing tape. And normally I'd have this right underneath my nose, but I don't think you want to see the top of my head. So they're saying 6 pieces, and they're leaving a gap right there. And I assume that means we tuck a little butterfly under there. I don't know, but we'll find out soon enough. Just remember you'll need to repeat this 2 other times because it is a kit of 3. So just checking comments. Now I scrolled away and I lost them. Darn it. Oh, I should not have done that. I should not have done that. I am so sorry. Okay, well, I guess I'm done watching comments for a while because I messed up. I am sorry about that. And that's okay. So how do we deal with our card base? Outsides together. Give it a good rub. It's already pre-scored. Then I don't want to rub a lot on the outside because of the foil. So we have some more tear and tape work. Looks like we put tear and tape on the back of our greeting. Also, this is a very tear and tape card. Okay, so we've done that. And now we have our, okay, our butterflies. So this is the big one, this is the medium one, and then the little half guy. So put a little bit of tear and tape on the back of the half guy. Put only a little strip, I assume, so we can bend and give light to our butterflies. There we go. And so that's it for step 1. A lot of tear and tape work. Step 2, we need to push our butterflies aside for now. And it looks like we need to grab our card base and this basic beige element and remove the backing from our tear and tape. And that little bit that rolls up, just roll it right over with your finger. So I don't sweat if this stuff rolls over. Once you take the backing off, you just roll it up a little bit. So easy to work with. Raise your hand if you have tear and tape in your craft toolbox. If not, you should. Right now. Go get some. Back before we had tear and tape, we had the red line tape, or what everybody called the red line tape. That's that red clear tape. Comes on a big fat roll. And let's see, we go this way. We push it all the way to the edge. I'm going to make sure before I lay it down. There we go. And anyway, but the problem was that you had to, it holds a lot. Believe me, I had to give a roll to my son even, and he uses it out in his workbench even. So we want to take the backing off of our greeting and put that on. Now we just have the butterflies. Anyway, yeah, the old red line tape, it had backing that had static, and it was great. It was strong. It was nice. I'm gonna put that like that. But I want to give a little lift to that. Actually, I want to give a little, you know what? I'm going to take my bone folder and give a little life to these before I tape them down. You might want to too. They are butterflies. See how much nicer that looks? Anyway, the red line tape, our tear and tape is almost as strong, not quite, but it is pretty darn strong, and it's just easier to work with. I still will use red line for strong boxes and stuff. I still have a whole bunch, but the tear and tape really for everyday basic stuff works great. So we're just going to run our butterflies, it looks like, along the edge there. How pretty. And take the tear and tape off the last little butterfly. And overlap them a little bit. Oh, is that ever pretty? Check that out. We made that. You and I, we made that. Isn't that pretty? That basic beige really makes those, the Lagoon and, was that Berry Burst? Pop. Is it Berry Burst? All of a sudden I'm Moody Mob. Okay. Yeah, I'd buy that. Really makes that pop. So card 3. We're bringing our supplies. These are going together really fast. Just remember, you'll need to repeat the process. I'm going to go ahead and do my card base right away so I can get it out of the way. Or fold our outsides together on this one especially. Again, these ones, the foil on the outside, give it a really good burnish because you don't want to do that a lot. And so this one is a top fold. So what are they saying? This is the top. You can tell by, it could be this way too, but I don't think it matters a whole lot, but that little bit matches right there, and that butterfly matches right there if you want it like the kit. Okay, got that out of the way. Step 1, we need to mount another stamp set. Surrounding you with all the love. Okay, get that all prepped up on our block. And get it prepped on the back of our hand. Sounds good. And we need to, we're going to stamp on this piece. The, I don't know what to call that shape. 4-sided oblong. Something. Almost a diamond. Get that stamped on there. There we go. I'm going to remove that, or I'm going to get I'm going to lay my arm in it. So we've done our stamping in step 1. Step 2, we're going to bring over this, and oh, we do some butterfly stamping. Sweet. I was hoping we'd get to play with those. I don't think it matters if you use grid paper to mount that. Get that prepped. Sounds good. What a beautiful image. It's not quite a monarch, and that's what I like about it. So many of our butterflies end up monarchy looking. Monarchs are important, but only one type of butterfly. So we're going to go ahead and stamp that at a slight angle on our little card layer in basic gray. Ooh, that's pretty. And so that's all for step 1. Step 2, give that a wave. I'm actually, since this one's been sitting there, I'm going to flip it over and add 3 dimensionals to the back of our greeting and give the other piece a moment to dry. Okay, it's dry. Just want to make sure, because sometimes with this non-cardstock paper, it can take a little bit longer. Has some kind of coating on it. So we want to add 6 dimensionals to the back of this piece. That's step 2. Step 3, we're going to go ahead and flip this back over, it looks like, and peel the backing off of our dimensionals on our greeting and make sure everything's facing the correct way, and we're going to center that dead in the middle there, just like that. So that's step 2. They don't want us to tape that down yet. Okay, so step 3 is we need a bunch of glue dots. So these are what we're using the glue dots on, is card 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 butterflies. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we get 1 of each of these. And they've been very generous. We get 1 extra of each of the butterflies to play with. And between that, and especially if you ordered those dies, beautiful. So there we go. And we need to flip them all over. You know what? before we flip them over and get glue dots on them, let's give them a little life. Just take our bone folder and give them a little life. Not mandatory, but really does add a little something to their beauty. Okay. And flip them back over, and we're going to glue dot them. Oops. Yeah, I wonder if I can just use my fingernails sometimes. Especially depending on the length of my fingernails. Going really easy tonight. So get one glue dot behind each of those butterflies, like that. And just remember times 3, because there's 3 of these cards if you're putting it together like the kit. So they're recommending that we put the butterflies on this. I'm going to change that and say, let's put this down and then put the butterflies on. I think it's going to be easier to see positioning with that card base in the background. So just a small change to the instructions. At least that's my tip based on how I put my cards together. So we want to center that. Just like that. And now flip our butterflies over so we can see which one is where. So this one, this Moody Mauve colored one, is going to go right above the greeting at an angle. Oof, my hands are dry. The other Moody Mauve one, the solid Moody Mauve colored one, comes up just over on the other side of our greeting. Our basic gray one will go up here. Our Lost Lagoon, little gorgeous one, going to go over here. And then this multicolored beauty, go overlapping and a little bit to the right of our basic gray stamped one. Oh, is that beautiful. That's it. It's a pretty easy kit, but it sure packs a punch. A beautiful punch. So let's take a look at our kit with the envelopes. So grab your envelopes. Oh, how beautiful. So card 3. And how easy too. Oh, I don't know. That one might be my fave. Reminds me of some paper we had a few seasons ago, maybe in 2020. Some designer series paper. And that I loved. Anyway, that's it for Let's Kit Together tonight. The Delicate Wings April 2024 Paper Pumpkin Kit makes 3 each of 3 cards. And these are your 3 cards. And how easy was that? We really didn't even need scissors, but it's nice to have them handy. Anyway, thank you for watching tonight. And I'll see you on the next Let's Kit Together, which won't be for a few weeks. I have a family obligation for the next 2 weeks. So stay tuned for when that is. I'll be advertising right here. Thank you. Bye.